Very privileged to be joined from Sydney by former Australian cricket captain Ian Chappell. Thank you very much, Ian, for sparing the time. We just wanted to begin by talking to you about these reports that have been coming in since December that the World Test Championship is about to be shelved. Where do you stand on this entire issue of whether the World Test Championship should take place at all or not?
No, I'd like to see a World Test Championship. It's been talked about for a long time. I think I first wrote about having one in 1991, and I remember 1999 we had a huge meeting in Calcutta when Jagmohan Dalmaya was president of the ICC, and he got, well, I think it was anything up to 30 ex-internationals to talk about how we might go about having a World Test Championship. So I've been very much in favour of a World Test Championship, and I'd be very disappointed if it doesn't go ahead.
Ian, tell us a little bit about what you make of the format, the top 4 teams making it through to a playoff kind of situation in one country where they play a semi-final and then go on to the final. Do you believe that format works for a World Test Championship?
Well, it was a format that I suggested when we had that meeting in Calcutta. And Dalmaya made a very good point. Jagu said that the problem is if you do that, you might be picking teams or teams that qualify for it might be very good, very strong teams, but by the time you actually get around to playing the championship, some of those players may have moved on. So he was very much for having let's say the 8 major nations play off. Now, we went into how long that might take, and I'm going on memory here, but I think the whole thing was going to take about 65 days. So, I mean, that's the ideal scenario, to have the 8 major nations playing off, and then you get down to 2 finalists. It may not be, and bear in mind that we had that meeting before T20 was on the menu. So things have changed quite a bit in that regard. So probably it's not possible to spend that amount of time trying to find the champion of the world. So therefore you've got to go for what's next best. And if that's the top 4 teams playing off to find out who's best, well then so be it.
But of course, from everything that we are hearing from broadcasters as well as sponsors, the response has been quite lukewarm, and it really does look highly unlikely that this tournament will get off the table.
Well, as I say, I'd be very disappointed if that happens, and it was Kerry Packer, a television mogul himself, who said never let a television station run your sport.